for a cheese ball, it's a beef cheese ball. You use dried beef, whatever brand you want to use. It doesn't matter what the brand is. I use Armour. Lemon juice, horseradish, cream cheese, and it could be Philadelphia or whatever other brand you want to use. It doesn't really matter. And if you like your stuff a little bit saltier, you use Worcestershire sauce. And then you mix it in a bowl, and you use a spoon. Do not use a fork, because it doesn't mix as well. Double batch, which means you're using double of everything that you necessarily need. Okay, that's why I have 2 of the cream cheeses out. And you want it to sit out a day so it isn't so hard, because if it's warmer, you don't want to cook it or anything, but you want it to be soft so it's easier to mix, because it takes a while to mix. Okay, I've mixed the first one and got it whipped up a little bit. You do not want to use an electric mixer because it doesn't mix as well. And when you do your cream cheese, make sure you scrape as much of it off of the paper as possible. Because when you go to do that, you want to have as much of it, because it's the consistency of what it's supposed to be. And then when you do the next one, you just kind of mix these up first, and then you add the ingredients later. When you finish mixing up your cream cheese, get it whipped up pretty good, then you want to add in chopped beef. And when you add it, chop it up as good as you can, maybe some smaller pieces. If they're too big, you want to break them up. You can either cut them or you can rip them apart. You don't want the pieces too big, because when you mix it, then it makes it really difficult. So let's see if I can do this. Okay. Okay. Add the chipped beef. And it's 4.5 ounces or 128 grams, depending on where you're from. Next thing will be the lemon juice. It's 1 little table or teaspoon. That's why I use a spoon, because it's also a measuring device. And just make about 1 teaspoon. You don't need a lot of it. It's just to add flavor. And the horseradish sauce, do also about another spoon like that. And then Worcestershire sauce is the same thing. If you wish it, if you don't, that's fine too, because it's all that does is make it a little bit saltier in taste. Okay, here's the horseradish sauce. You just get about a spoon, little heaping, because I like a little bit of spice in my stuff. Gives it a little bit more flavor. And then I'll add my Worcestershire sauce, because I like it a little bit saltier in taste. But if you don't like this salt as much, you can also rinse the meat, which will also help get rid of the salty taste. That up. Then you want to add one last ingredient, which is onion soup mix. Doesn't matter what the brand is. I usually use the whole pack, but for those that don't like the saltiness to it, just add half a pack, because the seasonings will make it salty. And then once you get that, you mix it in really well. After you've mixed it very thoroughly, it'll come out somewhat like this. And as you can see, it mixes much better when you're using the spoon, because that way you can get in there and actually get to the bottom and pull the other mixture up so you can get it mixed thoroughly. And then after that, you can put it in the refrigerator, chill it, and then use it for chip dip or whatever type of thing you want to do with it. Usually I spread it on crackers and eat it that way, so it's whatever way you want to eat it, and enjoy.